You might have a
number.
3-hour show tomorrow.
Woof. Wemby finally has a point guard, and he's one of the best ever. Chris Paul joining the Spurs on a one-year, $11 million deal. Paul turned 39 in May. Spurs will be his 7th team as he starts year 20. The good news for you, Brew, when Paul arrives, winning follows. Every team, it's true. Look at the numbers.
Well, the Warriors
He got credit for the Warriors. It's just Josh is doing his job. You want him to lie about it? They went up almost.
Those are big jumps, though.
Well, what would a 2% jump wilds be for the Spurs?
2% jump for the Spurs, unfortunately, would only
22
be
and a half.
26
Yeah.
It'd be
wins,
22.
something like
No,
that.
they were at
one win.
22.
Yeah, they're 22. They get
Oh, yeah.
No, it would
be low.
a
one
one-win
win would
jump
be
would be
10%.
No,
Trust
not of
me.
22, buddy.
They're jumping
10%
way
of
more
22,
than
yes.
2%.
Yeah.
You better
They
believe
win
that.
an extra quarter.
That's all right. Keep your hate of Wemby.
What?
Because he's my guy.
The guy's won 22 games
Okay,
last year.
okay,
Can he
okay.
snap
I
the
think
playoffs,
he
bro?
won.
Yeah, he's going to sniff the playoffs this year.
Okay.
I'm being cautious right now, and I'm going to say, you saw the tears, I'm going to say no. But when we make our preseason predictions, I might put him in. We'll see. I'll say this about
What are we
Chris Paul.
talking about?
What are you doing?
The question, expect the Spurs to be a
Yes,
playoff
yes.
team.
And I just
You
said,
said
right
sniff
now,
and-
I'm being cautious.
and saying
they
no.
will be in the running, but I'm going to say no.
So you're saying no?
But no, this is not our official prediction.
that's-
This
No.
is just chatter
Yeah.
in the offseason. In the preseason, when it's time to make our pick, I might put
But
him in.
right now,
Right now, I
let's
said
just say,
no.
right. So right now,
No.
you don't think they're a playoff team.
You don't
No,
believe
the
in
West
Wemby?
is as deep as
Right, but
it
I thought
gets.
Wemby was going to be the league
is
MVP
like
next
Hakeem
year.
Olajuwon.
No, I never said MVP next year. He will be better than Olajuwon, with all due respect to Hakeem, who was phenomenal.
It was a failure if he's Hakeem Olajuwon. An utter disappointment.
From the promise he's shown, yes,
okay.
he could be the GOAT, and you know I'm right.
Well, I mean, sure. So
Hakeem
could
was
Brandon
as
Miller.
phenomenal as Hakeem was. He wasn't going to be the GOAT.
So here's the thing. The oldest player in the league, we all know who that is. It's LeBron. Second oldest player in the league, Chris Paul. And Chris Paul, it's not only the age, but the age plus the size. He's held off Father Time better than any small player, maybe other than
Stockton played
Stockton.
it,
I was going to say ever. But like Isaiah didn't play that long. And his history is not. Steph is, Steph might rewrite it.
Right.
But Steph's also. Have you ever seen Steph and CP3 stand next to each other?
No,
Steph is
Steph's a
considerably
legit
bigger.
6'3".
Yeah, Steph, he's a legit 6'3", and I've stood next to Chris Paul. I'm right over 6 foot even, and I'm taller than Chris Paul. So I know he's listed at 6'1". Chris Paul's right under 6 feet tall. And if we show it to you the last 3 years, since they made the finals, the next year led the league in assists. Like, oh, okay,
I
sweet.
was impressed. Yeah.
The following year, you saw some deterioration. And then this past year,
Didn't
looked
play
nothing
as much, obviously.
right, but don't you think that's part of the plan? Like, listen, Chris Paul is historically one of the most underrated players ever, in my opinion.
Really?
I really do believe that. I think he is.
I wouldn't say
I think he has that's why he's underrated. I think there's an argument. He is an argument that he's the 5th greatest point guard ever.
Oh.
I love him as a player. I don't think he is a difference maker on the court at all anymore.
No,
at all. I think maybe from a leadership off the court perspective, but as far as like, oh, now Wemby's going to have someone that knows how to throw an entry pass, I don't think that's going to be a big factor. For
No,
the
look,
Spurs
I think his biggest impact could be on Stephon Castle. Like teaching him how to be a point guard.
I'm down for
He's
that.
6'6", he wants to play point. Teach him how to play point. Now, Chris has rubbed some teammates the wrong way. I don't want him controlling stuff too much. Let Wemby have his freedom and do him. All right, so I think this is a careful dance you have to do where you don't want Chris coming in and it's not as fun for Wemby anymore. So I think it's a good pickup. I hope Chris can help Stephon Castle become a true point guard. But I tend to agree with him. He'll be fine. He'll help him. But
If the announcement was Chris Paul's retiring and is joining the Spurs